Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm really pleased you could join us here on Mum's Homestead, and today I have got something a little bit different. I thought I'd just try something. One of the things that I'm really passionate about, and that is frugal living. Ask anyone that knows me, they will know that I am known for being frugal. And so I thought I might just share some of my little tips and tricks with you, how to save a few pennies. As the old saying goes, if you save the pennies, the pounds add up. So one of them, now this may not be for everyone, but it is for me. When you're making your hot drink, your cup of tea, your cup of coffee or whatever, and you're just doing it for one person. So one of the things I always do, I always turn off at the switch. So I've turned that on. And I don't know about you, but if it's just for one person, the kettle has a minimum fill line. I never understand why that is. I'm assuming it can burn it dry or something, I don't know. But it's ½ litre for this. Now that's far too much for one person. So once I've boiled the kettle, okay, I had to turn it off for a moment because the kettle was far too noisy. So I've boiled the kettle and I'm going to make my cup of tea. Now, I had a cup of tea earlier, and what I always do is I reuse the tea bag. So I get another cup out and I've popped the tea bag in there, and I shall make my cup of tea. Now what I do with the residual water from the kettle, I stick it in a flask. And that's not quite a full cup of water. It's not quite a full cup of water, but I can top that up later on. So I'll stick it in a flask for later, because I've spent the money on the energy and the water actually to heat the water up, and I don't want to waste that at the end of the day. So now the reusing the tea bag is obviously a personal thing. I use quite strong tea bags. I've got another cup handy here. I've popped it in there for later because these tea bags I can get 3 cups of tea out of easily, and it still tastes pretty good. And I will show you the colour of the tea just so you can see it's not a complete dishwater colour. So there we go. That is not a dishwater colour tea. That's a really lovely looking cup of tea. Okay, so tip 2, only do the washing up when you've got a full load to do. I'm not even going to show you because it's so disgusting. Haven't got quite a full washing up load. We've got breakfast things from porridge and things, various cups, a pan from last night that we couldn't quite get cleaned, but it's still not quite enough for a full load of washing up. So I will wait probably until lunchtime, and then I should have enough for a full load of washing up. We don't have a dishwasher. We used to in our previous property, and actually we use that twice a day at least, and with those dishwasher tablets, whereas at the moment we're just using washing up liquid. I think what it was 39p, I think it's just gone up by a penny to 40p, and obviously we're getting through more of it, but yeah, that's what it is at the moment. We haven't got a dishwasher. I would like one, but at the moment we're washing up. Only wash up when you've got a full load of washing up. While we're at the sink, tip 3, we use hand soap instead of the pump soaps. And this is it. It cost me 15p a bar. It lasts double the amount of time easily, if not triple the amount of time that the soap dispensers last. And I feel you actually get your hands cleaner, because a lot of the time when you squirt the other stuff on, especially with the children, actually it falls off their hands, so a lot of it ends up just going down the sink, whereas at least with a bar of soap And I tend to buy lots of this just because I do make some liquid soap using this for when we've got visitors and things that don't really like to use hand soap. But yeah, tip 3, use a bar of hand soap, 15p, you can't go wrong. Okay, short break there, lots of children coming through. So this is another thing, tip 3, that I do know. This is something I've thought about off and on over the years. And that comes down to rice and pasta. Now, I know you can get the big bags of rice and pasta, but for me, they don't work out. They don't work out as cheap because this bag of pasta is 45p for 1 kilo. And if you buy the 4 kilo ones, I think it was £4.25. It's not quite the same rice. This is their basic value. So the 4 kilo ones are if you buy the next grade up. So if you want to bulk buy that way, you are buying a better quality rice. Again, that's a personal thing. Personally, I don't find this that much different, really. It tastes perfectly fine. This rice in particular, I love it as a sort of sticky rice with a Thai meal. It really goes really well. But 45p for a kilo of this. So I try and buy this as much as possible. I know it's not as healthy. We used to use wholemeal rice, wholemeal pasta. But in times that we're having at the moment, and especially we've just moved house and costs are sort of, mounting up with the move, we do need to save money. So the rice, I do buy this cheap rice, and the same goes for the pasta. This rice is 29p a bag currently. It could have changed by the time this goes out, as the prices seem to be going up in the supermarkets all the time. Now, so instead of bulk buying a big bag, I buy multiple bags of this. I'll just show you in the pantry. Excuse the mess of the pantry. It really needs a sort out. So just here, actually. Oh, and there's some more just there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually quite low. Oh no, and 6, 7. So we eat a lot of pasta. That's quite low. We've got down quite low with the pasta. Being a large family, one bag of this goes in 1 meal. So that's another reason why I tend to buy the cheaper pasta, just because if I was buying the more expensive stuff, it just adds to the cost. So yeah, 29p currently, that is. Also the spaghetti, we buy the 20p spaghetti. I'll just check again. I haven't got any in the packet. I put it in a jar, so I buy lots of that for when we have a bolognese or carbonara or something. So yeah, that's another tip. To be honest, if there is a difference, it is minimal difference. So I just feel, what's the point in paying the extra price at the moment? I mean, obviously, if you wanted wholemeal, you're buying it for health reasons, and it's a very different taste. But if you're buying white pasta, I don't see the difference that much. So yeah, 45p for that, 29p for that. So one of the other ways that I save money is by recycling all my gift bags and gift paper. So whenever anyone gives me a gift, I always keep back the gift bag, because otherwise it's just used once and binned. It's so pointless. I also recycle the wrapping paper. I haven't got as much at the moment because of the move. So yeah, usually I do keep a lot more, but I've got some really lovely, actually, gift wrap that I can use again. And particularly, we get a lot of these. We work in schools, and a lot of the time as gifts you tend to get a bottle of wine or something, and we tend to get a lot of these. But these are really useful because I like to make my own homemade wine, and if ever I want to give a gift to someone, I've got a bottle of homemade wine that I've literally made for pennies, a free gift bag. I've got a gift to give to somebody that they usually really appreciate that's cost me almost nothing. So definitely recycle all of your gift bags, your wrapping paper, and also any card you get, birthday cards, Christmas cards, keep those. What we do is we make gift tags with them, especially at Christmas. We use them as gift tags, but also you can make them into new cards, or even just to use them as a craft material for the children. So it's just really useful to get into the habit of saving them and making sure you've got somewhere to put it. So like the gift bags, for instance, we store in another gift bag, and so we always know where it is to store it. So that's another tip. I think, is that tip 5? I'll double check. Okay, so thank you once again for joining me here on the homestead. If you like what you've seen today, please let me know in the comments down below. I do read all the comments and respond to them if I can. But yeah, thank you once again for joining me here, and I shall see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.